Right, so this is going to be a quick video on topical steroid withdrawal, or TSW, topical steroid addiction, and my experiences with it. So going back 6 or 7 years, I was doing the whole topical steroid withdrawal. I bought into the whole journey. I did topical steroid withdrawal for almost 2.5 years. A big chunk of that was also moisturiser withdrawal, which both of those things, when you're doing them together, even one of those things is painful enough. Both of those things is honestly, it's challenging. I did that for a long time, like I say, almost 2.5 years, and then I had a really bad infection where I was prescribed acyclovir, high strength acyclovir. And again, if you go to my YouTube channel, this is all documented. But I was prescribed acyclovir, which cleared up the infection, and that dermatologist then put me on cyclosporin, which is an immunosuppressant, which was great. It worked for a while, and then I broke my leg, so I couldn't take immunosuppressants because I needed, when I broke my leg, I had to have a metal bar attached to my bone in my leg to keep it sort of joint, and so it grows together. I had to stop the immunosuppressants because I needed the immune system to work as it should, and that then resulted in me stopping the cyclosporin. And because I was still mending my broken leg, I needed relief. I could not be going through topical steroid withdrawal or any sort of immunosuppressant activity, so I went back onto topical steroids, which then improved the quality of my life tenfold. Even with a broken leg, it was still much better. So going back to topical steroid withdrawal, I disagree with it. Again, it's my personal opinion, not to say that it's correct or it's the right thing to do. But again, I bought into the whole topical steroid withdrawal. Marvin Rapaport, I was following everything that he did. I read all of his documents. I read all of his papers, and I went into that. Do I agree with it? No. Someone on Reddit actually used a really good analogy, is that if you've got a broken leg, like I did, and you can't not have an x-ray because of fear for the x-ray eventually causing cancer, just because that's not a thing. So there's no point of avoiding topical steroids because of future things that may happen. Topical steroids have improved, like you can see on my arms. I've got a little bit of redness on the face, but you can see pretty much topical steroids have improved the quality of my life tenfold. If you stop topical steroids, you are going to go through pain. There is no sugarcoating that. You are going to go through a lot of discomfort. And I don't know how long that's going to last. It's really going to be an effect of how long you've been on topical steroids, the type of topical steroids that you were on. The stronger the topical steroids, the longer the withdrawal process is going to take. And unfortunately, no one, including Dr. Rapaport, can tell you how long that timeline is going to be. That timeline can be 5 years, 10 years, it could be longer. And that's a long time for anyone to suffer in pain. I've seen many people blindly go into this, like I did, right? I went into topical steroid withdrawal and it was not pleasant. So what I will say is, take it with a grain of salt, take it with a pinch of salt, and see where you are mentally. It's not for everyone. I personally do not think it works. I've seen very few cases where people have seen relief, and then it's never been a long-term relief, unless you go to a country where you've got nice sort of heat that isn't dry, like Asia. You may find relief there, but I think topical steroid withdrawal is a very good way and a safe way to manage eczema. At the same time, there are other medicines, other medications on the market now coming out. Tralokinumab or Adtralza, Adbry. Also, there's Dupixent, there is Rinvoq, which I've not personally had the best experience with, unfortunately, but there are other medications which do help relieve the symptoms of eczema. If you've got a headache, you would take a paracetamol to relieve that symptom of headache, or you live with that headache. The reason we have medications now is so we don't have to live through that pain. So for anyone who's going through topical steroid withdrawal, please know what you're getting into and know all the facts before you proceed. I am an advocate. I was very heavily into, you know, topical steroids are a bad thing and they shouldn't be prescribing them. But at the same time, do you know what? People should not live in pain. People should have the right to live happy, pain-free lives and as close to as possible to normal lives. So again, take from this video what you will. I hope to educate some people. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them.